Hi guys. So this is part of my top picks of 2013 that I told you about. First one, these are my top 10 favorite movies I saw this year, and not all of these came out this year. These are just, this list basically consists of movies that I saw this year, whether that be I rented them and watched them on DVD or I went to an actual theater to see them. So yes. Also, I will put links down below to the trailer, so if you have no clue what movie I'm talking about, you can go watch the trailer. Yeah. It's cute. So, number 10 is Keith. It stars Jesse McCartney and Elizabeth Harnos. It's 95 minutes long. It came out September 19th, 2008, and I saw it April this year. I heard about it because we had authors come to my school, and they were talking to us about, you know, getting published and why they want to be a writer, and they also read some of their work. And one of the writers read us a short story that he'd written called Keith, and he told us that it was made into a movie, and then I went and checked it out and loved it. It's really good. I really enjoy Jesse McCartney in this movie, so yeah. Number 9 is Never Let Me Go, which stars Carey Mulligan, Andrew Garfield, and Keira Knightley. It's 103 minutes long. It came out September 15th, 2010. I saw it May this year. I don't remember what movie I was watching, but it was a trailer for, before the movie, and it looked really interesting, so I went to my library to see if they had it. They did. I checked it out, watched it, and it was a really good movie. Very different movie. It takes place in this world where, like, I don't know how to explain it, where people are kind of raised to be, these kids are raised to one day be like organ donors, basically. And Keira Knightley, Carey Mulligan, and Andrew Garfield's characters are the main people that basically explores those three's relationship between each other. So yeah. Number 8 is I Kissed a Vampire, which stars Lucas Grabeel, Drew Seeley, and Adrian Slade. It's 90 minutes long, came out March 30th, 2012, but I saw it January this year. I had watched the web series online, and when I found out it was becoming a movie, I was really excited. And then it was playing nowhere near me, so I had to wait for it to come out on DVD, and finally I found it at a Redbox, and I took it over to my friend Tiara's house, and we watched it together. It is so bad, but so good. It's so cheesy, campy, like, ridiculous, but we both enjoyed it immensely, because, yeah. So, yeah, that's I Kissed a Vampire. I'm sorry, guys. Well, number 7 is Tonight You're Mine, which stars, I'm gonna butcher her name, but Natalia Tena and Luke Treadway. It's 80 minutes long, came out September 16th, 2011, and I saw it October this year. Once again, another movie that I saw the trailer before another movie I was watching, and I was like, I want to check that out. Basically, it's about these two musicians who are at this big festival, and this guy handcuffs them together, so they, through the movie, they gotta try to find the guy so they can get on handcuffed, because they have to perform at this festival, and they also have to deal with them being handcuffed while also dealing with how their significant other feels, because both these people are in relationships. So, yeah. I liked it. It was really, really good. Number 6 is Iron Man 3, which stars Robert Downey Jr., Gwyneth Paltrow, Don Cheadle, Guy Pearce, and Ben Kingsley. It's 130 minutes long, came out May 3rd, and that's when I saw it. I have a video review. If you go to my review playlist, you should be able to find it. So I'm not going to talk that much about it. I did enjoy it, just didn't enjoy the twist, so yeah. Number 5 is Thor: The Dark World, which is 112 minutes, came out November 8th this year, and that's when I saw it. It stars Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Christopher Eccleston, Natalie Portman, Kat Dennings, and I did enjoy it. Once again, I made a review, so you can go check that review out in my review playlist. I just felt, the only thing I didn't like about Thor 2 was that I felt it didn't use Christopher Eccleston's character well enough. He didn't seem that threatening to me, so Number 4 is Struck by Lightning, which stars Chris Colfer, Allison Janney, Rebel Wilson, Angela Kinsey, Christina Hendricks, and Sarah Hyland. It's 84 minutes long, came out January 11th this year, and I saw it September this year. I wanted to see it in theaters, but no theater near me was playing it, which was BS, so I had to wait till it came out on DVD, and when I finally got on DVD, I watched it. And it was just as good as I heard it was, and I cried because I'm a big baby. Chris did a great job not only acting in it. This is a very different role from anything we've seen him, because I think a lot of people are used to seeing him as Kurt. This is very different from Kurt. And his writing, his humor is really great, so yeah. Number 3 is Warm Bodies, which stars Nicholas Hoult, Teresa Palmer, Dave Franco, Rob Corddry, and John Malkovich. It's 97 minutes long, came out February 1st of this year, and that's when I saw it. And I had read the book a week before, and I was really nervous about seeing the movie because I have a very love-hate relationship with book-to-movie adaptations, because a lot of times they suck. Just saying, there are the times they're good, and Warm Bodies was I feel was a good book-to-movie adaptation. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Number 2 is The Hunger Games: Catching Fire, which stars Jennifer Lawrence, Liam Hemsworth, Josh Hutcherson, Woody Harrelson, Elizabeth Banks, Lenny Kravitz. So yeah, it's 146 minutes long. It came out November 22nd this year, and that's when I saw it. And I loved it. It was so much better than Hunger Games, and I feel like Francis Lawrence did a phenomenal job. And if what I've seen online is true, that he is directing Mockingjay Part 1 and 2, then we are in such good hands. This movie was such a faithful adaptation. I loved every minute of it. I want it to come out on DVD already so I can watch it again. It was just so good. I loved it. And now my number 1 favorite movie that I saw this year is Silver Linings Playbook, which stars Bradley Cooper, Jennifer Lawrence, Robert De Niro, Jackie Weaver, and Chris Tucker. It's 122 minutes long. It came out November 16th of 2012, but I didn't see it until February 2nd of this year, and I was convinced that I was not going to be able to see it. I'd have to wait till it came out on DVD, but when I went to see Warm Bodies, I was looking at the other movies they were playing, and I saw Silver Lining, so after I saw it the next day, I couldn't see it the day I saw Warm Bodies, but the next day I begged my mom to take me back to the theater so I could go see Silver Linings, and I loved every minute of it. It's just a really good movie. Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence are phenomenal, and so is the rest of the cast, and Jennifer Lawrence totally deserves that Best Actress award she won this year at the Oscars. Yeah, I just love everything about the movie, and I recently finished the book. If you saw my, what was it, wrap-up to be read video, and even though the book and the movie are different, I love the book too. They're both great. You should definitely read the book and check out the movie. Just saying. So yeah, that is my top 10 favorite movies I saw this year. I'm sorry I wasn't looking at the camera much. I have my list right here on my computer, and I also put a link to the list down below so you can check out my list on my Tumblr. And yeah, I just loved all these movies. So tell me down below. Yes, I know there's probably a lot of movies that came out this year that I don't have on my list, but that's because I didn't see them. If you saw any movies that weren't on my list that you saw this year, tell me about them, suggest them. And about my list that I did make, do you agree with it? Do you think some movies should have been higher than they were, or some should have been lower than they were? So yeah, let's talk about it down below.